state, Kentucky, has never recognized solid waste workers as a hazardous occupation. However, if you look at the national labor statistics, it is considered higher than police and fire. You cannot last, if you come in here at 23 years old, you cannot last 27 years out there on the ground, pumping and picking up garbage on a daily basis. Your body does not withstand it at all.
We're out here playing in the street all day, and there's hardly anybody in our department that has not been stuck with a hypodermic needle. Myself included, we've all experienced that. Y'all know how dangerous that can be.
Well, since I've been here, we had one guy that got killed. His name was John Allen. He got killed. He slipped off the back of the truck. Three more got hurt. Bone, Marvin, he got hurt, and Mac got hurt. They got hit by cars and motorcycle pinned in it, back of it. The public don't have no respect when it comes to garbage man at all, especially during rush hour, during morning hours.
We have some really good workers in our division, and they work hard, but they're not compensated for what they do. So what happens is, when you look at things from a safety aspect, you put yourself in jeopardy as an employee because you have to rush to get your job done. In rushing, you cause more injuries and accidents. But why is that? The reason being is because they're not being paid a good salary. You're not being paid what you're worth. So if you have a family, whether it's one child, two children, if it's you, your husband, and just wife, okay, you can't make it on the salary. So you have to have other employment.
My name is George Gwynn, and I am an employee for the Urban County government in the solid waste department. I drive a garbage truck. I work at Save-A-Lot as a security, and also I bring in the carts kind of wherever they need me at the moment. And I clean offices for a few businesses. Every now and then they call me and they need the office clean. I clean those. Sometimes I cut grass, do various things like that. Sometimes my little girl, she'll cry and she'll say, "Daddy, well, I want you to stay home. You know, I don't want you to work." But I'm listening to her over here, but that bill that I've got to pay is over here, you know, and I have to go on.
Of course, I mean, I have a second job. I've had one for the last, 11 years? I've been here 14 years. My week may consist of anywhere from 100 hours a week to more.
Well, I work from 5:30 until we get through at solid waste, and then I come over here at 4 and work from 4 to 12. And I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so you know about how much rest I have. Very little. It's nobody but me and my wife, but it's hopefully it don't make us get a divorce. I just put it like that. She don't like it very much, but you know, I have to do something, you know, in order to survive.
You just have to have it, unless you're just going to have bread and water, the basics. That's a strain on the home life. When you don't have time to be together, your relationships are going to suffer with your wife and your kids.
I work for Zip Express. I go to Cincinnati every night. I work from 4 to midnight, and then I get back from Cincinnati, Ohio, Lambton, Ohio. I get back to Lexington 11:30. I go home, take a shower, eat. I'm back up 4:30 in the morning to be here. A lot of driving, and the time I leave here too, a lot of work. So, but that's something you have to do, you know, in order to live. You know, I don't enjoy it. It's got to be done. You know, even when I was a kid, I started out carrying garbage at the age of 13. Starting with my stepdad, he used to work here. And I watched some of the stuff that they went through. And they fought a long time to get hazardous pay. And we following their steps.
And the reason why we couldn't get a hazardous duty pay 30 years ago is because the department was predominantly black, like it is today. And when your department was predominantly black 30 years ago, I mean, you couldn't speak up.
It amazes me how this division is the most underpaid. So what could it be? I mean, we work hard. We have work to do, and it gets done. So what then do you look at?
This has always been a white man's town, ever since I can remember. If the sanitation division was 90% white, they would get what they want. But it's 90% black, so they don't care about us. They just, like we ain't even around, you know.
Well, I mean, see how I got hooked on that? Yeah. See how I got hooked on that? Because sometimes you have to be careful with this vest, or sometimes you ain't careful, get caught on this helmet like that. And I got drugged like that once before. So you have to be careful with this helmet down. Sometimes this helmet right here, by sticking out so far, you get caught. And sometimes you have to be careful on that too. That's why you have to pay close attention to what you're doing.
Today makes a year ago that I've cut my finger off. I cut it off on the back of the flipper, which is part of the truck that lifts the Herbie up into the hopper, the back of the truck. And me being a diabetic, it was very dangerous and it was scary. Plus the trauma that it sends you through.
And a lot of this, it worries me. You know, I'm concerned with my husband in this aspect every day because he's out there in that, and you never know. Well, a person could even lose control, you know, of their car on ice or something like that, and what would happen with a sanitation worker if they were behind the truck and tried to stop and lost control.
My husband lost his leg through a driver drunk, hit him and ran. So he's lucky to be alive.
At one point there, I had a hepatitis core. I guess come from breathing all them fumes. But you know, I'm pretty healthy now. I go to the doctor about 3 or 4 times a year, and it hasn't flared back up on me. But it had to come from breathing all them old fumes, all that old stuff that we be dumping, you know.
If you have severe chemical contamination of the garbage, people just throw everything in there. You're going to get a whiff of that if you happen to be allergic to that particular chemical, or you just an average person reacting to that chemical. You can become quite ill. You can get into respiratory diseases. You can come down with chemical induced diseases. So you got both bacterial and viral infections, which you're more liable to get, and you're more liable for chemical kinds of problems.
But then we got other fears that we face every day. There's unknown fears, and that is chemicals that we do not know that's in the Herbies. We do not know what origin it is or what it can do to your bodies and your organs. There's different diseases that we can catch, and bacterias, infections, and all sorts of other different things. But our most common, most danger is bodily injury from vehicles itself.
Yeah, I'm 58 years old. Hope I live to see 59, you know. And I think I deserve a little better than what I'm getting, you know. And yeah, we deserve hazard pay because the job is a dangerous job. It really is.
Are we hurting our people? Are we allowing them to starve? And you go back to the Martin Luther King time, the marches, and his march wasn't just for black people, and that's what people need to understand. Even though the Division of Solid Waste, sanitation, however you want to put it, is predominantly blacks, it always has been, but it's about value, it's about family, it's about the person.
You know, when you pay people a living wage, you're not only helping the people, you're helping the children to better themselves. And when people better themselves, it makes it better for the economy. When you do things like that, when you pay a person a decent salary, it just makes it better for everybody, for the whole country.
We need to step forward at this day and time and say there is no one that is disposable. At this time, we feel that we are counted as part of our job. It's a low-class job, and we feel that we've been treated as low-class. We want to be treated as dignified human beings trying to make a living for our families. We care about our community. We will keep it clean. We do a great job, and we'll continue to do a great job.
My Lord getting us ready for that. Yes, He is. He's getting us ready for that. With all the saints from every nation get together, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna get glory. We're gonna tell the story. The doorbells will be ringing. The angels will be singing. With all the saints from